on the defense, and again, the issues and the shortfalls for lag keep on piling up and make things even more difficult heading into the second best of one.
And speaking of heading into the second best of one, here we go into Mirage. NRG winning the knife round, should be starting on the CT side. And indeed, they are looking to lock lag out of this best of one, and the two best of ones on the night. Move up the table, and Wolfer lag 42% on the T side, almost 43 at 42.9, but 34.6 on the CT side, Nate. It's looking like the second half might even be worse for lag than the first. But they still got to get something going on the pistol. That's a good way to start it with the dink. But they got to get the kills. There's one, looking for more. Walco's still behind triple. Swings out. Nix and Nick X. 3 across the board, but Hext up close and personal. Has a brace himself. Breeze comes through, and now into a 1v2.
Post plant solid. Both the guy across towards CT. Breeze should know that at this point. He has a lot of time to work with, but no kit. Is it a very difficult situation? Molotov in, deep. They're close though, and the Glocks at that range are a one-shot. Breeze taken out of the round, and lag start this map off much like they did Vertigo with a pistol round victory.
Yeah, the same start. We'll see if they can string 3 together off of the back of it. That's the other thing to keep an eye on here, Nate. It's going to be a force buy from NRG. 5.7s, Deagle, Scout for OC, MP9 for automatic. So despite Elijah's fondness for the UMP, we don't seem to be seeing that all too often here tonight. Top out for Walco. He'll drop that and stall out the push. Smoke onto it as well. That's an interesting decision there.
It's the right read, though.
Yeah, it is a good read. It stymies what they were ready to do, and Lag are thinking better of it.
Like, I think they're still going to go for it. All 5 are geared. They're pretty committed. They just don't want to make sure. They just want to make sure this flank isn't coming through quickly. NRG, though, are more than happy just resting on their laurels. 2B, 3A. Flashing towards ramp for information. Nothing spotted, nothing gained. It is still going to be this A site hit, however. Walco. Going to be that first point of contact. OC making the wrong read, committing towards B. A lot rests on this pair now. These 2 pistols on the A site.
Deagle ready for the heaven run. 5-7 up close for ramp. Still no take yet. Flash. No, it's a smoke going high. Molotov in. Walco repositioning. Just needs 1 out of that. Maybe comboing with automatic could be nice. Nick X takes a lot of damage. Walco up close. 1 for 1. Automatic gets another one. Nix will come through. Bazed had a kill in the middle of that as well, as now they'll scale on towards the site. Down he falls though. Bazed the body shot from Hex does him in, but Nix with a nice swing. Eliminate Hex. Now Breeze 1v1, 5-7 trying to clutch up again. Our player to watch comes up huge. He'll grab the AK. He grabs the round, and Lag will not be allowed to start off with that 3-0 start. It's sliced to 1. Breeze is electing not to grab the AK yet.
It's right there.
It's at Tetris. I think there's one at Tetris too. That's a Galil.
That's a Galil. Couldn't find it.
AK Tetris. He was looking at it.
I think he thought it was a Galil. I think it was a Galil as well. So he'll lose that weapon, but still he wins the round, steals it away. Lag won't have that smooth start like they did on Vertigo. No such luxury to be found. And they aren't even going to go for the force buy either. I kind of like this read. They got the bomb plant that gives them a bit of extra cash so they can save for rifles in round number 4. And NRG. Chance for them to build up some momentum and also build up some cash in an anti-pistol round.
Nick X already taking a lot of damage. Down to 26 HP. About 26% of his, exactly 26% of his HP, and now 0% of his HP. That's far from an ideal start for Lag on this deco. Of course, they're just looking for damage here. OC1. Not quite the second. Runs out of ammunition. Backs away from the underpass threat. Automatic and Hex will mop up the rest. Only Nick's alive now with the bomb out in the middle. The B-side prong of this 1-3-1. His Deagle could win out against the MP9. Very
I
unlikely,
think it might have gotten the spot, though. I thought it might have gotten that spot. Doesn't look like he actually saw it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he saw Breeze. X-ray betrays us, Nate.
Swear I thought I saw him. This is a good spot. The Breeze is vigilant. That's a bit of extra cash from the SMG. And as I mentioned, a chance to build economy. A clean and flawless round means a bonus in round number 4. Lag will go for the buy, but the lack of a bomb plant, as well as any cash from those pistols, means their buy is going to be less than I would have anticipated. It's going to be AKs for the most part, maybe experative going for a Galil. Nope, he's going for an AK. And that means this is a very rifle-centric buy. There's only a little bit of utility spread across Nyx, OG, Wizard, and Based.
Yeah, very little utility is always a problem. Especially on a map as flushed out as Mirage. Nice one from OC out middle. Cannot get the second spray. The A1S not able to be reined in. I think that goes to Hecht's complaints about spray transfers and multi-spray kills in this game as well. I know he's been griping about that publicly on his Twitter or X account, whatever you want to call it.
Social medias.
Yeah. The one that all the esports people use.
The primary one.
Yeah. Into an A take, though. I don't think it's a bad call. Walko's got to be careful with that smoke fade, too. First contact out ramp, spots the shoulder, sprays, gets one, dives away safely, can wait for reinforcements. What a smoke.
Yeah, very well timed. That full 20 on it when you mentioned it. Walko, a second, bottom stairs, finally done in, but more than enough time for those rotations. Hex takes up his stead. Even just OG Wizard out ramp. He's looking for Hex. He might have this first, but no, Hex is tucked all the way to the connector. Finally unseated, but the MP9 from behind instantaneously trades. AK recovered. Again, no bomb plant means that Lag's economy's hamstrung. It's going to be a half buy or maybe even a full save. NRG can breathe easy and perhaps even go for some SMGs to harvest even more cash in round number 5.
Build the bank of OC. There's armor on Experative. He has the Tech 9, one Tech 9 for Nyx, a Deagle for Nick X, and a Based as well. OG Wizard wants the op, so he goes for the Glock. Nick X will also add a vest to his repertoire in this round, but it should be a nice opportunity for OC to farm some cash for NRG to really stabilize that CT economy, even though it's never really allowed to be stable ever. Just minimize your casualties, NRG, and you'll be in for a good time and a long time. Automatic. Maybe first contact, holding in towards window. That's a nice, well-timed nade. Here's automatic. In the crouch off the angle. Tosses it a nade and a Molotov afterwards. Doing more damage. Nick's gonna burn down to 17 HP. Automatic thinks about dropping down. That's smoke giving him a false sense of confidence. Well, there's a nice freebie, but he only gets this 2. Hex is able to trade. I don't think the gun dropped down for them. That's a nice little headshot from Hex. Leaving Experative to get backstabbed by Walko. 4 in a row for NRG off the back of the pistol round win from Lag. And Lag can buy up again.
The only thing NRG losing around like that is an SMG. That MP9 dropped by OC, M4 recovered and dropped to his fallen comrade, and he now will bring out the op. Should have a far greater and more persistent presence in window. However, Lag also bring out the skill cannon in the OG Wizard's hands. Maybe he can finally get off the ground. He's had a slow start here on Mirage. Boost up. OC already wise to it. Throwing utility. Automatic. Tries to dip into the foray, but is punished for it. careful, though. 2 on catwalk, and it's going to be a B play. They know that it can happen. Breeze is watching from an off angle, but both players being here is awfully risky. OC catches Experative lurking about. That's a second for the op. And kills total in the round coming from the op, all 3. Flash comes in. B play is coming through. Breeze is ready around the arches, finds one. It's actually Hex to find them, both stealing the first and getting the second. And OG Wizard, he didn't go hopping out the choke point, and now he's stuck on the other side with a very unwieldy weapon, all things considered. 25 seconds remaining, a 1v4, next to no map control. At this point, it would be a grace if he could save, and it looks like he will be allowed to do so. But NRG, dominant control of this one, again losing that pistol, but now winning 5 in a row in response.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, just like that string on Vertigo, Nate. NRG are really taking control of the map. Lag taking a timeout now, but they want more than 1. 4 was what they got on Vertigo. A much better prospect of a map for them. Now here on Mirage, what can they really hope to do? OG Wizard has that op still. They can buy around it. Probably would recommend buying around that.
Their only other round after the pistol shenanigans was a half buy. I mean the pistol round shenanigans.
I know
rounds 1, 2, and 3 was a half buy around a saved weapon. So go for the half buy around the saved weapon and hope that lightning strikes twice, and then try to find something off it. Use it as a firebrand. That's exactly what they're going to go for. It's going to be 4 deagles surrounding that 1 hero op of OG Wizard. NRG, no doubts about their buy at this stage, given how smooth the sling has gone. They're on full rifles, full utility, and op in hand for OC. Question is, what can the deagles of Lag do? Where can they weasel their way before getting caught?
Because that's the other thing, too. That was a CT round around the saved guns that the 5-7s were able to win. It's a much different prospect on the T side. Smoke fade favors Nick X. And Night Walco, he's going to have to backseat game for the rest of the round as the in-game leader. Nix drops that smoke for him to move around Tetris, and Nick X, this time on automatic. That's another nice shot from him. Pistol shenanigans, Nate coming through with the hand cannon. The op's out in middle and strikes into Breeze. Hex can only find 1 so far. Drops that utility. OC popping up on top of Ticket. Hex is trying to help out, but he is smoked. OC nice shot through triple onto Nix. Spots the cross, spots out the second. Wall bangs 1. Takes down the Palace player. And a headshot from OC! He's going nuclear against the Pistols, yes! But up close and personal against the op. It's up to OG Wizard now. 1v2 with the op of his own. Repositioning and trying to find a way back into the round. He slips the gap and finds an escape to B, but no! OC drops the op, grabs the A1S and the quad kill, the 6th for NRG, and he steps up big time in that round.
It was against pistols, but Lag make those pistols look clean. That player in Palace finding a pair, still becoming a present menace as he stayed alive for as long as possible. And OC has to do it the old-fashioned way. A lot of risks being taken, but risks taken confidently. Jumping up on top of Ticket, pushing forward behind Triple despite the plethora of angles he has to contend with, and he does not fail at that hurdle. Very well done as he takes over the round. He still has his op in play as well for round number 8. Granted, there is also one for OG Wizard to contest. With Lag, it seems like no matter what happens, they find themselves at the short end of the stick. Nick X, he's awoken individually speaking. Again finding openings, this time onto the hero of the round fire. They need at least a second here, Lag. They need more than just 1, because even with that hefty advantage in the round prior, things still fell apart at that final hurdle.
The problem for Lag, they get themselves in wins and they crumble at the final hurdle. It's not like they trip over it. They tap the hurdle and just turn into dust. can recover from a stumble. Lag just disintegrate. Look at the position of Walco, too. He slipped all the way through Palace. A-side open for Lag, but it's a false sense of security. Hex deals with one from Catwalk onto OG Wizard. And they are not going to expect Walco all the way here at ramp. He's waiting for somebody to clear it. They're starting to. Nick X taking advantage here. He has the angle. Walco not ready for somebody that close.
That's a big one to find. He wasn't ready for someone to be so paranoid about the fast flank. It was very well timed from Walco, but Lag reading the situation incredibly well, knowing there should be a second one on site. Again, it's heavy lifting for NRG. They have to get back into the site. Automatic a pair. Based finds Breeze, but Hex drops Nick X, leaving just the one at stairs, and he just can't buy enough time. Defuse will come through. The op should be recovered shortly. And what looked like a very solid round for Lag once they found that flanking IGL again crumbles by the hard heavy lifting, the individual heavy lifting of NRG.
Yeah, and it's the same sort of storyline for Lag that we've been bringing up since Vertigo. They come close, and then it all fades away. All is dust in the wind. And for Lag, it's just not a sustainable prospect. I mean, they're having moments where, okay, you're going to surely get it done, and then nope. That's not good for the mental. It's not good for the confidence.
He's got the bomb plant. Gives him a body going forward. They have been on max loss bonus for a hot minute.
Yeah, for, what, 4 rounds now?
Pretty much. They're going for straight plays now, not going for defaults, not slowing things down. And while I do like the idea for a change of pace, they don't look at all comfortable in their B play, as you can see, just shut down at that choke point yet again, jumping out the window. Final pair are OG Wizard and Experative. Both have AKs, both have smokes, and both have lofty aspirations, as there should be no way they find something in this round. Hex is at 15 kills.
Yeah, Hex is having himself a moment. Casual 5.0 KD. Maybe makes the 5.1 or 2 here. Automatic gun down by Experative. Long range duel onto Catwalk. The bombs on B. And time is not favoring Lag. Neither is manpower nor HP. Combined 80 across the two Ts. And Experative only has 4. Another
No bomb either.
From Lag, I think.
Has to be. The bomb's on B.
Yeah. But saving T-side's always painful.
Especially when it's only 2 AKs and your teammates probably won't be able to get a solid buy either. You'll have $0 in the bank in the case of OG Wizard.
Counter-terrorists win.
Save comes through. Both will survive. But a lackluster end to a lackluster round. 8-1. 9-1 seems like a possibility given whatever Lag can scrounge together. It's better than I expected because of that max loss bonus. They got a little bit of utility, got some Galils, got a third AK. But again, seems like nothing they can do can shake NRG.
NRG unshakable, unflappable. They just keep on keeping on, using the individuals as the building blocks to pull them forward and build up their tower of victory. Experative clearing up. Walco is in helm. Get cleared and removed there. Good little headshot from Experative, and he'll follow up a nice one. And a triple kill, too! Finally countered by Breeze, who cannot find more than one, leaving OC in a 1v4. He got the first, but he takes a lot of damage. OC gonna go for more, blows the smoke, spots the guy triple, but now I think he's wary of that flank. Somebody coming through, rat hole to stab him in the back. Lots of time to try and save, means lots of time for them to hunt. I don't think OC wants to go for it. Now he's surrendered the round. He gets rid of the op. And so Lag will finally find their second after a slide of 8.
Still. 8 rounds in a row for NRG. OC falls. Again, no op to be recovered. It's out of the map. That will hurt because there's no way that Lag can now get a rifle or an op in round 11. Hey, second round at long last. It's something. Although I feel like the final 2 rounds of this half are necessary to mount any sort of comeback.
Even then, I don't like NRG or Lag's changes on the CT side. NRG's been playing too well, and Lag's previous 4 maps bode poorly for them when they moved to the defense. It's a pretty tough prospect for Lag right now. At least they got the second on the board, but even getting to 4, if they lose pistol, it's just about curtains. If they win the pistol, they can bring it close. But they have to win that pistol first and foremost. And NRG just seems to find ways to pull rounds together by sheer force of will and manpower.
Lag finally did just that in the round prior, but a win like that does not instill confidence. It's not very repeatable.
Nope.
And that round was cracked wide open because Experative just decided to go for a triple entry.
Just like that round where he was the one who got the 3K on that round where he had the 5-7, right? The 4th on Vertigo.
Where he was on headshot? I think
Yeah.
he was. Yeah, it was Experative, you're right.
Yeah.
So,
Those are the only gun rounds that if you want to call it gun.
rounds where their enemies had guns, I think is a better way to put it. But
Yeah.
this round is kind of concluding in the way you would expect, with NRG mopping it towards middle, Nick X lurking out towards A. He's had a solid showing on Mirage, but a 1v2 and no bomb with only 20 seconds in the round. Does he expect Breeze here? He does. Okay, now things get interesting. Big kill to find. Now a 1 versus 1 against Hext. Hero of this map. And there's no real chance for him in a case like that. Hext a perfectly timed swing. And the 4.0 KD established for him as well, as NRG isolate that 1 round win for the T side of Lag.
Isolating again is NRG, the rounds of Lag. Hext 123 ADR, OC 103 on the op, which is pretty impressive in its own right. Lag, one last ditch buy to try and get something out of this half, which has been nothing short of abysmal. Double Galils, triple AKs, and A set again with a lurkout mid in the form of Based. OC's towards Con, keeping an eye on that smoke. Meanwhile, trio through Palace, OC's on stairs. Nick X should be dead to rights here, but he's found a gap. Never mind, OC rings his bell, goes back for more, but he falls. His automatic mops up the next 2 out. Based is out towards middle. They know where he is. He shut down Hext, but he needs to do a whole lot more here. The bomb's down towards Palace, and both Breeze and Automatic are doubling up. 2 long-term veterans in the North American scene, a major winner and an E-League champion. Based grabs the bomb. Shut down by Automatic. It's 10-2 for NRG. We'll see you in 3.
Dire straits for Lag as they find themselves down 2-10 as they enter the CT side of Mirage. It's Pineapple Phillips and Boggs to bring you the action. And Boggs, I didn't think Lag would struggle more than they did on Vertigo, given that 13-4 scoreline. Yet here we are at an even more one-sided affair on Mirage.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing here. It's a one-sided affair. We've seen a couple moments of brilliance from NRG individuals, OC, Hext, Breeze, Automatic, and then one round from Experative to counter that. But it's been a runaway freight train, NRG. Lag, some poor sap stuck on the tracks, trying to stop it.
It's a free A site.
It is. They're giving up complete control. They don't even have a kit for the retake.
It was a gamble stack at B with 4, including the dualies. Doesn't pay off, but at least the player CT doesn't lose his head. Patience will come through. The issue is there's 2 P250s for NRG to hold that standoff distance, and that makes things very difficult. OC finding one, Breeze with the other P250 finding lots. OC another to cap off the round. And it's near flawless for NRG as well. 11-2. Lag at this point almost feel compelled to go for the force buy, no matter how shambolic it will be, simply because of the scoreline. NRG 2 away from securing this best of 1 in an even more dominant fashion than the last. Do Lag go for it? The answer is no. Just 2 flashes for Experative. They are.
Down 10?
Pistols have been good, but can they really do it with just USBs? No, is the answer. They can't. Just gonna spoil that now. No.
I wasn't sure if I should answer your rhetorical or not, because
unless they get an isolated kill somehow on like a player lurking apartments, that would be OC, and then pick up his rifle and do the world with it. I was setting up a reality. The issue is that reality is not this one.
I don't know how many realities he'd have to look into to find that. That's a very, very rare probability. The odds of that happening are probably somewhere in like the 1% range or under.
Oh, under for sure. It's just USBs.
He's got 3 kills out of it after you're like, well, maybe they could catch OZ. Nope, he's got 3. Just as if this reality wanted to spite you, Nate.
Oh, fake flash. Experative shot, too.
Did he try to pick up the pistol? Did he actually try to pick up the door?
He might have tried. He shot.
He looked away. He looked over to him. There's no way.
Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. That's all I'm saying. 12-2. That save facilitates a desperate gambit. 10 in a row would be required for Lag to get to overtime. They have 4 M4s, a glass cannon op. They lack utility. They have no kit. 4/5 of the squad are lacking helmets. These Galils are going to be very deadly prospects in round number 15. Lag, have to put your foot down now or it's over.
There's one. 4 more to go. 3 more to go. OG Wizard putting in work here. Automatic and OC tag down low. OG Wizard looking to come up with a hero round. He's got 3. Only 2 more to find. OC and Walco. 5 alive for Lag. Still converging on this position towards B. Bomb down on the ground. Based has OC dead to rights. And Lag looking like a third is all but secured. I don't see a world or reality in which Walco gets all 5 here. He gets none. Flawless victory for Leg, and we're not done just yet here. 1 of 10 complete. They're 10% of the way there.
10% is actually a way better way to look at it. 1 of 10 sounded way more intimidating. I won't lie.
It really did, didn't it?
1 of 10 versus 10%. Ooh, 10%. I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, 1 in 10, you're like, yikes. That's 9. 10%? Hey, you know what? That's not half bad.
It's not, especially when you consider NRG's economy is rather scrappy still. 3 Galils, a Tech 9. Sure, they have that op for OC, but he has no helmet, and he's also blind. OG Wizard waking up individually, being well set up on his op, looking far more comfortable on the defensive side.
Nick
Double
X
up.
has it now.
Yeah, he picked up OC's actually.
Because he's low.
NRG though, still gonna go out, still looking comfortable, still running through their motions. Nyx though finds one. Automatic and Walco though, in response, do find a pair, but the ops of lag are smothering. They're doing incredibly well to hold their lines and not overextend. Breeze and Automatic, the final pair. The two veterans. Two largest veterans, I guess you could say, for NRG. Just gonna try to lurk down in Valley towards middle. Hope that someone gives away an opening.
Two v3. NRG have the bomb. Nick X, an OG Wizard. An op a piece, a kill a piece. Nick X takes a little bit more damage thanks to flames. The op is in bench, but it's watching towards apartments. Timing could be found here for Breeze, but OG Wizard has his spidey senses tingling. His instincts tell him somebody's coming up catwalk. And he shuts down Breeze. Automatic one from CT. Does not expect the second. And so he falls from behind. Both ops collected. And 4 rounds gained for lag now. The money for NRG is in the bin. So they will be forced to Glock it out here. Unless they want to go really crazy and force up. But I don't suspect that will happen. Fifth round all but secured here.
Yeah. Go for something goofy. Go for something gimmicky, NRG. Have fun with it. No real prospects in a round like this. Automatic going for a P250. They go for B again. This kind of take is collapsed. Even with rifles, we'll have to see if somehow the pistols make a difference. With this round, it would be 30% of the way there for lag.
Yeah.
Here comes the walk. Behind the smoke. Here they come. Nyx up on top. Vayne has a lot to do. 2 secured. 3 and 4 with the pistol. Make it all 5. A clean mop-up versus the save of NRG. That's a confidence builder if I've ever seen one. Lag. 30% of the way there. NRG, though, back with rifle in hand.
So. 30%, Nate.
30%.
That's a nice sale discount. They want more. They want the 5-finger discount and overtime, Nate. They're looking for it aggressively up middle. Nick X. Spots. Shots. Not going to connect. Nate will do a little bit of damage, but not really much at all. Puts Walco in the 1 dink range, but that's about it. Nick X. There's a nice entry onto Walco. He goes aggressive and capitalizes on it. No response from NRG, who are stalling out in middle quite considerably, and they're falling into the trap here. They're just getting stuck in mid and not really getting anything else done.
They're waffling about. They're just sitting. They're hoping that this double op can be exploited, but hasn't been as of yet. Nick X and OG Wizard both hitting their shots, and lag across the board are waking up. We have Nick X, Nyx, OG Wizard, and based all around that 10 kill mark. Nick X and Nyx at 13 a pop. This is a scary prospect for NRG as well. We're looking to put this one to bed. Keep in mind it was 10-2, and they won that pistol. OC finds Nick X. Finally some inroads. 30 seconds left. Time is of the essence. OC a second onto Experative. The player catwalk finally exploited. The op taken down. Lag. Right as I was beginning to give them praise or crumbling. Penultimate's found, and based on A, caught by the lurking Breeze. NRG a little slow in getting across the line, but they still win it in convincing fashion. 13-5 on Mirage to cap off the evening following that 13-4 victory on Vertigo.
Only surrendering 9 rounds total throughout the night. Not too shabby at all across 2 maps played, 2 victories, and climbing up the table.